Welcome to oddsjet.com and our roundup of the outlier odds value to be found across Europe's top leagues this weekend. Now in a moment I'll use our exclusive premium bet finder tool to instantly show you the bets where the top paying bookie is offering significant outlier odds value relative to the middle of the market. Oddsjet.com has a unique format for super quick and private odds comparison, but comparing odds means very little if all the bookies have the same odds for all the results. The difference is our premium bet finder tool instantly shows you the bets where odds values really diverge in a big way, so you can actually find where the extra value might exist. So let's get started in England with the Premier League. Now you can find the premium bet finder tool near the top of your display, and if I max it out by sliding it all the way up to 15% plus, we can see that there's 15% plus more value for a draw at Etihad. After last week's narrow escape against the Blades, if you think the Citizens will drop their first points of the season against the visitors Fulham, with the game ending all square for the first time in 13 years, then there is 15% plus more potential profit to be found at the top paying bookie compared to the medium bookie, aka the middle of the market. Now if I dial the premium bet finder tool back down to 9% plus, we see some more potentially interesting results highlighted, with away wins for Wolves and Manchester United, and another draw, this time at the Brentford Community Stadium. After picking up their first win of the season against the Toffees, can Wolverhampton get their first win at Selhurst Park since 2018? Will the Red Devils be able to get their first league win at the Emirates in over 6 years? Or do you think that the clash between the Bees and the Cherries in West London will end in a draw for the first time in 10 years? If any of these results take your fancy, then there's a significant divergence in value and therefore potential profit if they do happen. Next, let's head over to Spain and La Liga. Now, as you can see, if I max out the premium bet finder all the way to 15% plus, we see an away win for Osasuna highlighted. Now, it was back in 2012 that Osasuna last defeated Barcelona at the El Sadar Stadium. After picking up 2 wins in their first 3 games, though, it's been a strong start for the Little Reds this season, and if you fancy them to put Xavi's young team to the sword, then there's at least 15% more potential value to be found between the top and middle bookies. Interestingly, if we then drop the premium bet finder tool back to 12% plus, 2 more results pop up that provide some real value, with an away win for Las Palmas and a draw between Atletico Madrid and Sevilla. Can Las Palmas pick up their first win of the season by beating high-flying Girona in Catalonia for the first time since 2014? Or will bottom club Sevilla be able to put their miserable start to the season behind them by grabbing a point in Madrid after last season's 6-1 thrashing in the same fixture? If any of those results sound promising to you, then there's 12% plus more potential profit to be found for bets on them to happen. Meanwhile, over in Italy and the world of Serie A, now if we slide the premium bet finder tool all the way to 12% plus, then we can see that there's a serious divergence in value for a bet on Napoli to beat Lazio at the Diego Maradona Stadium. So if you think that last season's champions can maintain their unbeaten start to the season by inflicting a 3rd defeat in a row on Lazio and take revenge for the 1-0 defeat they suffered at the hands of the Romans last season, then there's 12% plus more potential profit to be made. Now, if we slide the premium bet finder down just 2 points to 10% plus, we suddenly see lots more potentially interesting results where there's extra value to be found. A home win for Bologna, away wins for Verona, Frosinone, Fiorentina and Genoa, and a draw in Naples. So if you like the sound of any of those results, then there's 10% plus more potential profit to be made on those bets. Finally, we head to Germany, where the Bundesliga moves into its 3rd weekend. Max out the premium bet finder at 15% plus, and we see some good value for an away win for Darmstadt or a home win for Borussia Mönchengladbach. After losing their first 2 games back in the Bundesliga, can new boys Darmstadt repeat their heroic performance of 2015 and grab another win at unbeaten Bayer Leverkusen? Or can the Prussians register their first win of the season by defeating defending champions Bayern Munich at Borussia Park, a team they've beaten in 4 of their last 6 meetings? If you think they can, then there's 15% plus more value for those bets. And if I move the premium bet finder to 14% plus, then we see 14% plus more value for Heidenheim to win at Dortmund. Can newly promoted FCH drag themselves off the bottom of the table by beating Dortmund for the first time in their history? If you reckon they can get the win, then there's potentially 14% plus more profit for that result. So as you can see, there are plenty of potentially interesting results across Europe this weekend, where there's compelling outlier odds value to be found. Be sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and tell us about any other leagues you'd like us to cover. Now, regulations prevent us from showing you which bookies have the top odds here for each result, so head on over to oddscheck.com to give the premium bet finder a try for yourself before you find the best odds for your results of interest. It's available on match odds for every single league that we cover, plus plenty of popular outright winner markets where the outlier values can be even more significant. Well, that's all for now, but as always, please play responsibly.